Welcome to tonight's bedtime story from Lullaby Valley. The Fairy Tale, Fairy Stream. In a quiet corner of the world, where the moonbeams danced on dewy leaves and the air hummed with gentle secrets, flowed the most magical water of all, the fairy stream. Its waters sparkled with a soft inner light, whispering ancient lullabies as they wound their way through mossy banks and under sleepy willow trees. And nestled right beside this enchanting stream in a cozy home carved into the roots of an old wise oak lived Lyra, a tiny fairy with wings like shimmering dragonfly lace and a heart full of kindness. Her home was a haven of warmth, filled with the sweet scent of wild honeysuckle and the soft glow of firefly lanterns. Lyra loved the fairy stream more than anything, for its gentle murmur was the sweetest sound, a constant reminder of the peace that filled her world. The fairy stream wasn't just beautiful, it held a special magic. Its waters carried a calming spell, soothing every creature that drank from it or simply listened to its gentle flow. As twilight painted the sky with soft shades of lavender and rose, Lyra would often float above the stream, her tiny fingers trailing in the cool, luminous water. She felt the stream's peaceful energy flow through her, filling her with a quiet joy. The world around her seemed to slow down, preparing for the gentle embrace of night. Lyra knew that soon all her friends would be getting ready for sleep, and it was her special job to help them drift off with sweet dreams. With a soft sigh of contentment, Lyra decided it was time to begin her evening rounds. She stretched her delicate wings, feeling the cool evening air tickle her antennae, and took a deep breath of the sweet night-scented air. Her first friend to visit was Glimmer, the playful firefly, who sometimes forgot that even fireflies needed their rest. Lyra loved Glimmer's cheerful sparkle, but she knew that too much flickering could keep him awake. "Time to help my friends find their sleepy sighs," she whispered to herself, her voice as soft as a butterfly's wing. She flew off, her own gentle glow lighting her path through the tall, whispering grasses. Lyra didn't have to search long for Glimmer. She spotted his bright, cheerful light blinking rapidly near a cluster of dewy bellflowers. Glimmer was zipping and zooming, making little loops in the air, his light flashing with excitement. He loved to chase the last rays of sunlight even as they faded into the night. "Oh, Glimmer," Lyra giggled softly, "you're still playing. Don't you know it's almost time for sleepy time dreams?" Glimmer paused his zipping, his light flickering a little slower as he turned his big round eyes towards Lyra. He looked a little surprised, as if he hadn't noticed how late it was getting. Lyra flew closer, her wings beating with a gentle rhythm, and gently took Glimmer's tiny glowing hand. "Come now, sweet friend," she cooed, her voice a soft, soothing melody. "Let Lyra sing you a sleepy song." She began to hum a tune, a lullaby woven from the whispers of the fairy stream and the rustle of sleepy leaves. As she sang, Glimmer's bright light began to dim, becoming softer and more gentle with each note. His little antennae drooped and his round eyes slowly started to close, heavy with sleep. He leaned against Lyra, feeling safe and warm. Soon Glimmer's light was just a tiny soft flicker, and then, with a final contented sigh, it winked out completely. He was fast asleep, nestled deep within the velvety petals of a large glowing bellflower, his little body rising and falling with soft, even breaths. Lyra smiled, a warm feeling spreading through her heart. "Sleep tight, Glimmer," she whispered, gently stroking his smooth green back. "Dream of sunny days and sparkling dewdrops." With Glimmer tucked in safely, Lyra knew it was time to find her next friend, Kiro, the little frog who loved to splash and croak by the stream. Lyra flew back towards the fairy stream, her path guided by the soft glow of the water. She heard a faint "ribbit, ribbit," and knew she was close. There, on a broad green lily pad, sat Kiro, the little frog. He was doing tiny, excited hops, his big round eyes wide open, watching the last few fireflies dance in the distance. Kiro loved the evening, but sometimes he forgot that even frogs needed to settle down. "Hello, Kiro," Lyra called out softly, hovering above the stream. "Still enjoying the evening's last dance?" Kiro looked up at Lyra, his ribbit turning into a soft, questioning croak. "Oh, hello, Lyra. I was just watching the stars begin to twinkle," he said, his voice a gentle rumble. Lyra landed softly on the edge of the lily pad next to him. "They are beautiful, Kiro," she agreed. "But now it's time for quiet sleep, so you can dream of catching the biggest, juiciest flies." She gently placed her tiny hand on Kiro's smooth, cool head, and a wave of calm seemed to wash over him. His big eyes slowly began to close, and his little hops stopped. Kiro let out a long, contented sigh, his body relaxing completely on the soft lily pad. He was fast asleep, his dreams already filled with happy splashes and delicious treats. Lyra smiled, knowing her friend was now at peace. "Good night, Kiro," she whispered, her voice a gentle breeze. "Dream sweet dreams by the fairy stream." She then floated away from the lily pad, her heart feeling light and warm. Her last friend to visit was Hazel, the little dormouse who loved to snuggle deep in her cozy nest. Lyra flew towards a patch of sweet-smelling berry bushes where she knew Hazel made her home. She found Hazel curled up in a perfect ball of soft brown fur, nestled deep in a cozy nest of dried leaves and thistledown. Hazel was already mostly asleep, her tiny nose twitching ever so slightly, but as Lyra approached, she let out a tiny, adorable yawn, stretching her little paws in her sleep. Her eyes fluttered open for just a moment, revealing sleepy dark beads before closing again. Lyra gently reached out and pulled a soft, glowing leaf over Hazel, tucking her in even more snugly. "There you go, sweet Hazel," Lyra whispered, her voice like the softest rustle of leaves. "Time for the deepest, coziest sleep." She hummed a final, gentle lullaby, a melody of warmth and peace, and Hazel snuggled deeper into her nest, her breathing becoming slow and even. She was completely asleep, dreaming of sweet berries and warm sunshine. Lyra felt a wave of quiet contentment wash over her, knowing all her friends were now safe and sound in their dreams. With all her friends tucked in and dreaming, Lyra felt a gentle tiredness settle over her. She flew back to her own cozy home by the fairy stream, her heart full of the evening's peaceful encounters. The stream's soft murmur was the only sound, a comforting lullaby just for her. Inside her home, she snuggled into her bed of soft moss and dandelion fluff, pulling a silken leaf up to her chin. The gentle glow of the fairy stream outside her window cast soft dancing patterns on her walls. Lyra closed her eyes, feeling safe, loved, and utterly peaceful. She drifted off to sleep, a soft smile on her face, knowing that all was well in the quiet, magical valley of the fairy stream. Good night, Lyra. Good night, sweet dreams.